And this will be a good time. So going to be very informative of some new things that are coming out here in the next couple months or have already rolled out, just with our partnership with the Amway Corporation and what is available for you. So without further ado, I'll kind of give a quick little background on myself. So there's me, obviously, and my wife, Leslie. We have two wonderful girls, Ruby, who is almost 2, crazy. In the month of November, she'll be 2. And then we've got a 6 going on 7-month-old Landry. And they're the joys of our lives. Somebody said, you're kind of crazy having 2 kids under 2. Yeah, you're right. So maybe go 3 kids under 3. No, just kidding. We're not thinking about that at all right now. But we've got 2 little girls here in Louisville, Kentucky, for any of you that know, over in the J-Town area. And I want to talk to you today a little bit about, during the day, my wife works in finance. I work in HR. But what we did in our spare time is partner with the Amway Corporation, and they're a supplier of ours. And the Amway Corporation brings a couple things to the table, most notably a established tracking in business for over 60 years. And what they do is they are a supplier. They manufacture all sorts of goods. And that's actually what I'm going to talk about today, are some of the products, some of the lines, the industry that we work in, and to see if any of those things are relevant to where you're at right now, maybe some things that you have some upcoming purchases on, or things that we could help, just with some of the folks that we're working with on our team here locally in Louisville. So without any further ado, kind of walk through one of the things that has been the most concerning to Americans today is just overall health and safety. And with the coronavirus, the pandemic, it has certainly caused an uproar in having good and healthy living. And so Amway has made a very quick response to that. Now, again, Amway's been around for over 60 years. And so one of their main core lines is in the health and wellness industry. So it's nothing new for them, but they just pivoted towards the market. So one of the newest pieces that has come out here recently is this immunity pack. And you'll see kind of here in the middle. And what the immunity pack has, it's echinacea and vitamin C. And those are the 2 really good proponents for a good, strong health, for an immunity system to fight any sort of colds or sicknesses or bacteria. Now, anything that I say today, just want to be very clear, because I want to be very, very transparent here. Nothing that I say today is like totally clinically proven to prevent any sort of coronavirus. So there's nothing, anything like that. I just want to be very upfront and clear. But one of the things we can do is help make sure that our body is guarded against any sort of bacterial or illnesses. So vitamin C on the market, if you look out there across other like brands, there are other vitamin C based supplements. And you'll see that the instant release type has a very high peak very early on and very instant. Now, what Amway decided to do is create one that was more of an extended release, meaning it wasn't going to see as dramatic or quick of a response, but over the course of the day, you would get the vitamins that you need, the vitamin C released into your bloodstream over the course of the day. So you're getting it over a period of time, not just in a small finite spurt. So that's one of the really unique features of the vitamin C. And then lastly is this, when the pandemic had broken out, everybody was really concerned about, just proper hand sanitation. And Amway had actually previously manufactured hand sanitizer. Well, they had stopped doing that. And so where they're based up in Michigan, the hospital systems up there were in drastic need of it. Everybody was running out of it. So they went back and started remanufacturing their old hand sanitizer, and they donated roughly 2 to 3 pallets full of hand sanitizers to their local hospital systems just to meet the needs, so that the frontline workers, the people that were being faced with the pandemic itself, they were being serviced. And so since then, they've actually released it out. So they have now a hand sanitizer that's available. So if that's something that you're already doing or using, Amway has a great product there in that hand sanitizer. So that's just the immediate sort of need that Amway has done. Now, on some of the newer released lines, another area that they specialize in is in the beauty and cosmetic arena. And here, my wife could probably run circles around me. So I'm going to just say, here's here's the new Shanghai brand. And if you're into any sort of the trends that are going on out there, what Artistry and the Amway Corporation have partnered together is looked at what is this generation, or what are women needing as far as beauty care, what do they care about, and let's design programs, let's design products around that fit those needs. So anything from small compact pieces you can fit inside, purses, to, a whole suite full line of makeup and cosmetics. Amway has that. The Shanghai actually just came out, let's see, on Thursday. So, and if you are to spend $99 or more, they actually bring in a scarf and a headband as well to complement just some of the things that they're doing with that Shanghai release. So they just released that. And for anybody that you're working with, or maybe that has invited you onto this, they can walk you through more in depth on some of the details of all the different lines in that Shanghai release. In addition to that, Artistry also released the Studio Skin, and this is for, think of it, individuals that are looking to have kind of a mixture of skincare options. And so again, Shanghai is the new release on that end, and then the Studio Skin is going to be a special offer out there for $75 or more. You'll get a little crossbody bag that you can put in some of your needs there too. So this actually is to replace some existing lines of an essential skincare. So this helps with hydrating your skin and making sure that it's moisturized. Also helps with any sort of need for just complexion and amping up your hydration. So again, the person you're working with can kind of sit down more in depth and be able to share some things that that Artistry is doing on that front. If you were to look as far as the top prestige brands out there when it comes to makeup and cosmetics, Artistry, according to Euromonitor, is in the top 5 compared to Lancome, Estee Lauder, and a few other things out there. So Artistry has quite a few partnerships and spokesmanships. Miss America pageant was formerly working with the Artistry Corporation, so they're in that space heavily. If you're into any sort of health and fitness, that has been a huge change. I was just talking with a family member just today, and he was joking about the COVID 15, or more COVID 50. But during this time, people have either gained some weight or lost some weight. And so what better way that you can, with going and saying, I want health to be a priority. The Protein on the Go is a new release that's coming out the 23rd. Amway actually has a patent on how these protein pods are being delivered. It's a film, and it's the only thing on the market like it. It's actually, they have a patent on packaging protein in a film-like powder that when you drop it into a water or any sort of fluid, that it dissolves. And that's actually a patent, believe it or not. And so they have 2 flavors currently right now that'll be out there, a chocolate and a vanilla flavor. So if you looking for any ways to maybe supplement your current meals and replace maybe a burger or something else, these are great ways to help supplement some of your food needs. They've also released a CBD line, and this is designed for somebody that may be either in an active or non-active lifestyle. They have some active lifestyle that has some more potency to it. And then they also have some things that for your everyday person that has maybe some joint pain or any sort of aches, muscle aches and whatnot. They have a topical cream as well as a spray. And so because the CBD industry has been a huge need, Amway said, well, we've examined the market. We're going to make sure that our products can be traced back to a credible and reliable source, because in the CBD industry, people have flooded the market, and a lot of people don't know where the ingredients come from. So Amway, you're able to look back and see where are all the ingredients, what's in it, how it's designed, so that you know what you're taking. There's no mystery there. And then the Nutrilite brand itself has a couple umbrellas, Excess being one of them in the sports nutrition line, from energy drinks to supplements, whether it be increasing weight gain or decreasing weight gain, anything that helps in that fitness arena. Amway and the Nutrilite program have got you covered there. Nutrilite actually, and the interesting thing here is you can actually trace the product from the seed in which the plant it was derived from all the way to the supplement. Pretty wild. My wife and I, we actually have our daughter Ruby taking some of the gummy vitamins, and they can trace that back to the plants in which it was harvested from. They have all natural organic farms out in Washington and California. In fact, they had purchased quite a bit of land in China just to do research. They weren't actually going to manufacture anything. It wasn't for any sort of production. It was all to say, we want our products to be natural. We want our products to come from the earth, and we want to find the best and most innovative ways of harvesting. And so they purchased this land, millions and millions of dollars worth. They actually brought in soil from other parts of the world just to make sure that before they even laid down any of their seeds, that the ground and the land and everything was to the needs of what they were looking for, put in irrigation systems, put up facilities, and had all of this technology in place before they even set one single piece of seed into the ground, just to make sure that what their customers, you and I, are taking at our house have been clinically backed, and that they're in good accordance with an organic harvested product. Some other things that you can take care of, and this is actually some newer release things. Nutrilite and Amway also examined the market and said, well, a lot of people these days aren't wanting to take a pill form of vitamins. Well, what other ways can you take it? Gummies. And so they've released 5 different lines of gummies, whether it is immunity boosting, it is to help with vitamin D. Vitamin D has also been found to help fight infection because it helps come from the sun. And so a lot of people these days are concerned about getting out into the sun, getting their vitamin D. That's another chewable form. Another piece is dealing with stress. We're in an economy and in a time where stress is at an all-time high. I don't think social media has made that any easier for us. And so there's actually a gummy form to help deal with stress. They have a tea, a chamomile tea that helps with stress as well. There is a Sweet Dreams or a melatonin offer there because that's another concern. People are having difficulty sleeping. There are sleep studies. There are PAP machines. There are all these different things to help people sleep throughout the night. And so you can take a melatonin. I personally have taken it, and it'll make you go to sleep. I'll tell you that. So my wife can attest for it too. Sometimes we sleep past our alarm if we take it too late into the evening. There's actually an essential oil for that as well to help with proper sleep and making sure that if you deal with any restlessness or anything that's affecting your sleep during the night, the melatonin is a great option there. There's a slay the day. So people want energy, they want focus, they want to be able to perform at a high level. And there is both a liquid form, kind of like a 5-hour energy shot. But for Amway, they utilize more of the vitamin B supplements in there. So some natural derived pieces to help deliver that energy, not anything that is going to be a sugar high or just a really quick buzz and then a fade. They're looking more for that extended release type of thing. There's also an essential oil on that energy side of things. And then there's also a gummy as well. So 5 different lines of supplements that are now in either an essential oil form, a liquid form, or a chewable form. And then in addition to that, they looked at kombucha. So if you're not familiar with kombucha, I was not, but it helps with probiotics. It helps rid the gut of bad bacteria, but also line it with good bacteria. It's not just enough to say, I want to get rid of the bad stuff. You need to replace it with good. And so kombucha, it's done in a powder form, and it has good bacteria in it to line the gut and help with any acidity and just making sure that you have a clean and healthy gut. So kombucha is another big marketable product out there. And so there are 2 different flavors on that that are available in a powder form that you just add to 4 to 6 ounces of water, and you're good to go. Drink it and chug it. It's an acquired taste, I will say that. And then in addition to some of the kombucha pieces, they've also looked at some other essential oils and things that are coming down the way on that end. There's also some other liquid forms, whether it be joint health or fruits and vegetables that we're either getting or not getting, and immunity. There's what's called a twist tube form where you can pour into your drink, your water bottle, spruce it up a little bit, and it'll help get you your essential glucosamine for joint health. A lot of times for joint pain, it's because that there's not a liquidity of the joints. And so glucosamine helps with making sure that those joints get lubricated and so that they can move that much easier, as well as the mango citrus, the antioxidants that helps with some of the vitamin C, again, going back to that, and then just making sure you're getting your daily dose of fruits and vegetables, because I know that we all don't get nearly enough of what we need. And then when you look at some of the excess side of things, again, going back to that sports nutrition line, they've got over 12 flavors. They're actually releasing here in the month of December a seltzer water. So if you've seen any of the commercials for bubbly or anything else like that, there's a seltzer water that's now available that they're going to be offering here very shortly. I think it's going to be a pomegranate flavor. I'm not positive on that one, but there's no sugar in any of these energy drinks. There's either 0 to 1 carbs depending on the flavor you taste, and there's less than 10 calories in each can. So for most people, if they're going and getting a Coke, a Red Bull, a Mountain Dew, a Cane's sweet tea, which by the way, is my favorite, you can use this as a great replacement to still getting that flavor that you like, but also getting the energy that you need and not picking up the extra calories or carbs or sugars that naturally come with some of those sweetened or carbonated drinks. And then for anybody that's looking towards a more healthy weight loss system, the Body Key system has been around for about 3 to 4 years now. It comes with a full line of online assistance. There are challenges and programs and recommended eating. There is a meal tracker in there where you can enter in the foods that you're eating, and it will spit out basically how many fats you're eating, how many carbs you're eating, how many proteins you're eating, and basically say, here's the percentage that you're at right now. Basically eat this for the remainder of the day, or don't eat that. And you can start beginning to track the food that you're eating. That's a free app that you have access to. And then it'll also give recommendations on, here's the meals that you could eat throughout the week. And then here's some of the products that you could replace with in order to meet your fitness or your food goals. So there's meal shakes, there's slim popcorn using green tea extract. There is tomato crisps. They're in almost like a Cheeto form. There are whole grain tortilla chips. There are protein shakes in liquid form. There's also in powder form, so you can mix and match there. There's a cookie dough, a chocolate, a vanilla flavored, a cinnamon swirl flavored. For me and my wife personally, we do the cookie dough, mix it with a little peanut butter, a little bit of banana, some almond milk, and voila, it is a perfect meal replacement for us. And then there's also some tea options as well that you can do that help with boosting up your metabolism, ridding some of those bad bacteria in your body and getting your body into a good shape. They have meal bars, wellness bars. Different ones are meal bars are to replace a full meal. Wellness bars are designed to be a healthy snack in between maybe a lunch and a dinner, because 3, 4, 5 o'clock comes around. I'm not ready for a full meal yet, but I've got a little bit of a hunkering for something. Rather than go and getting a bag of chips that are just loaded with unhealthy things, why not do something healthy instead? And so because of that, just kind of a personal testimony, in the last, well, I guess since March, we're in September now. Since March, I've lost just about 15 pounds just by switching a couple things in my diet. And a lot of it has been as a result of the excess product lines as well as the Body Key, and just being more smart about the foods that we're eating. And then if you have any more needs on, hey, I'd like to make some changes health-wise, we have what's called a Healthy You series. You'll see the lady on the left, Shelly Roby. She is a nurse practitioner in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. She's been in practice for over 15 years. And for Shelly, she brings to the table expertise. She has over 3,000 patients that she sees every single year. Amy on the right-hand side, Amy Bissig, she's a wellness consultant. She had started a childhood obesity clinic right out of college, eventually sold that off to Baptist Hospital, for any of you that are familiar with that. And Amy and Shelly bring to the table a nutrition and fitness based mindset. Now, this was one talk that they gave just here recently, and they speak for anywhere roughly from 30 minutes to an hour. The topics vary. The last one was on how to do some essential things in changing your diet, from instead of having large plates in your home, condensing the size of plates you have, to instead of eating, carbs and snacks before dinner, maybe have some fruits and vegetables on hand just to snack on instead of that. So some very healthy, helpful, quick tips that you can learn from them. You're learning from two people that have a combined experience in the health and wellness industry of over 30 years. And you can learn from them for free at no charge. The next Healthy You series is actually going to be on September 23rd at 7:30. Amy's going to be speaking, and oftentimes we'll have guests come in that have a background in health and nutrition that can bring a perspective to it. So if there's any interest in that, certainly ask the person that you're working with on how you could gain access to some of those webinars. And again, those are free of charge to inform you about having a healthier lifestyle and what are some things that you can do during this time. Now, some other brands that are out there and that they have access to is on the personal care side, whether it is lotions or body wash. Basically anything you have in your bathroom, you could look at replacing. There are different lines on the hair care side. Whether you color your hair and you're trying to keep the color in your hair, there are products specific to that. Whether you have issues with dandruff or hair loss, there are products specific to that as well. Maybe you're needing your hair to have some more volume. Again, there are specific targeted lines for you. And there's masks, facial masks, and it's not just one size fits all. There's some that deal with oily skin. There's some that deal with dry skin, dull skin. And so again, if you're looking for a specific kind of result when it comes to your skin or just your overall complexion, you can mix and match and help with it. I myself have done some masks, very goofy. My wife, makes a joke and says I look like a pumpkin, but hey, my skin feels great afterwards. This is to reiterate some of the things that Artistry does. We've already talked a little bit about the Shanghai offer that's coming out. They have the Tokyo brand as well. And then this is the Cream Luxe down here, the Artistry Supreme Luxe. This deals with regeneration. And what this product has in it is actually some formulation where you're able to basically rewind the clock on your skin. You start having skin loss or skin degeneration moving into your late 20s. And so this product helps boost the metabolism and the life of the cells in the face to help start to remove some dark spots, remove scarring, help with the dark eyes, and basically help bring the skin back to life, give it some plumpness and some life. So again, if you're looking for maybe a youthful experience on your skin, the Supreme Luxe would be an ideal product for you on that one. There's some other day-to-day skincare lines as well. There's the Signature Select series. There's also the Hydra V series. And then there's a couple different lines on that as well. Ideal Radiance would be another one too. This is all, again, based on what you're looking for in your overall skin experience. They have different lines based on different budgets as well. If somebody is looking for a premier, top-of-the-line skincare system, Artistry can help you out with that. If somebody's looking for more of a budgetary, kind of day-to-day, limited expendable income, Artistry has a budget for that. So whether it's somebody that's in college trying to just keep a good non-acne or acne-free face, hey, one of the girls that we work with up in Indianapolis, she had dealt with that for the majority of her life. And after implementing the Artistry skincare regimen, from toners to cleaners to lotions, she saw in about a 6-month period her acne be totally removed from it. And then again, there's always the in-between on the Artistry side. If you've ever been concerned about the air that you're breathing, studies will show that sometimes in homes, it's even more contaminated than things are outside because we're not having the regularly circulated air in a home. It's just basically being thrown back around, whereas outside, winds and things are moving bacteria and contaminants around. So the Atmosphere Sky can help you with that. There is a mobile app that you can run from your home. You can control. It shows the air quality both inside your home as well as outside your home. You can have it scheduled. It'll actually show you how long your filters have remaining. There are 3 filters in the Atmosphere Sky that air goes through. So it helps. It's actually the best HEPA compared sky system or air filtration system across the world. So if you're looking for something to have a cleaner household. You're looking for maybe you run a business and you're wanting to make sure that your lobby area is clean for your patients or for your customers. Maybe you run a dog cleaning business and you want to make sure that any of the hair and some of the just wet dog or cat smell needs to be freshened up. This is a great way. Maybe you deal with some air quality challenges just from a breathing standpoint. This is a great product to help for you, which is having clean air, not having to have any challenges on that front. And if we know anything, Louisville, where I live in, it's one of the better cities as far as water goes. If you've ever been concerned about having clean water come to your faucet, the eSpring is a great product for you. This eSpring has UV technology, so it actually removes over 99.99% of any pathogens and any bacteria that comes through your water, because water goes a long way. From the spring or the water source that it comes through to the facility it is filtered into, to the pipes that it's brought from the facility to our home, and even from the pipe on the street to our home can have a sort of bacteria or contamination spot. So there is an above the counter option for eSpring and a below the counter option for eSpring. Whichever fits your needs best would be best for you. And following today, the folks that you're working with, they can actually share some videos just showcasing a demo of what the eSpring is able to do utilizing Coca-Cola. They actually take a Coca-Cola through the eSpring and show you all of the things that get removed from a Coke product, which is amazing to see, really. And then if you know or you personally have any sort of agricultural needs, NutriPlant is a plant-based additive that helps with plant growth. It helps deal with any up or down times when it comes to the weather, whether it's drought or it is drowning. So if you know anybody in the farming community, they're very familiar with additives into their plants because they want to get the best yield but have a natural product in order to do that. So they have a whole agricultural line that helps with those sorts of better crop yields. If you personally do that, or you know somebody in there. Cookware is, again, yet another line that helps within the home, whether it's from pots and pans to knives to scissors. They use a technology where you're able to stack your utensils on top of one another so that you're using just one burner to burn your protein and also burn your vegetables or any sort of side items as well. So some very great technology that's put in there that helps with the circulation into the meat or vegetables that you're cooking, so to have a nice even spread and not have any sort of one side getting cooked out than the other. And then as we wrap up, so if you have, as we all know, the holiday season is coming around. If you are looking for a personal shopper, wouldn't it be nice to have somebody do all of your purchases for you? You don't have to think anymore about the gifts that you're giving or the people that you're giving to. So here are some examples that we can do for you as far as some gift bundles, whether it be for his option, for a husband or for a boyfriend or anything like that. If it is for a mother or a daughter or a cousin, we've got great options there. For the working teacher or really any background, the person you're working with, basically just ask them and say, hey, can you do my shopping for me? And what they can do is design some gift baskets based on the budgets that you're needing. So how much are you looking to spend per person? Is there a particular thing that they'd be most interested in? And they can do the shopping for you. So I found that to be a very convenient way of gift giving, is just have somebody do it for you. And you can enjoy the surprise as they get that come the Christmas day or anniversary, birthday, special occasion that's going on. Last but not least, there has been a newly released AmPerks program, and here's what AmPerks does. It rewards you. So for every $500 that's spent, there is a $5 off product. And I'm sorry, for every $250 that is spent, it is $5 off. So that is a great program. You get discounted on shipping, discounted on products, other incentives, opportunities to earn points for your purchases, preferred points. There's different categories that you can get for this month, bonuses on points out there. So it is free to join. So want to incentivize anybody that is looking for deals. The AmPerks program is right for you. Currently, there is an opportunity out there for any purchases over $99. There is free shipping. So if you like a deal and like free shipping, then you can certainly take advantage of that. And then lastly, if you are needing any sort of home care, skincare makeover, there is an opportunity there as well. We have what's called a glow session, where we use a machine that examines your skin, and you can see where your skin is dry, where your skin is oily, and then we can design a product for that, a skincare line for that particular need based on just UV technology with your skin. As far as any next steps go, thank you for taking time today. I think I went a little bit over, just a minute over or so, but thank you for taking time today on your Saturday to join us. If you have any questions following today, happy to follow up with any emails or any questions. The person you're working with would be the best next step on how to basically purchase. If there's anything that you saw here today or anything that you had questions on, what I would recommend is you reach back out and say, hey, whoever you're working with, here are the 2 or 3 things that kind of piqued my interest. Could you tell me a little bit more about that? Do you mind kind of sharing some things? And if there's any opportunities for any samples, we have some products that you can sample as well, to see if there would be a right fit for you and for your needs. So with that being said, thank you again for having the time spent with us today. Hope you have a great Saturday again, and God bless.